In the last video, we've learned how to format a table to display our real-time data from our Atrax system. So in this lecture, we're going to continue our work and we'll learn how to display live data on an image map. So let's head back into our report and let's create a brand new canvas so that it's easier to follow and faster to load. So click on Page, New Page, and then we're going to rename our pages. Click on Page again, Manage Pages. I'm going to rename the first one Table. And the second one, I'm going to rename it Map. So next, I'm going to import an image that I found on the internet. It's just a dummy map image to give you an idea of what we're building, but it's not a real map. So you can either click on Insert and then Image, or you can also insert from here, or you can drag and drop your image in the canvas. So I already have my image prepared, so I'm gonna drag and drop. And let's resize it. Perfect. Now for the fun part. Let's add live data from our system. So we're going to add data by clicking on Add Data, and it's going to show me again a list of connectors that I can use. Now, since I've already used the Smartrek API connector once, it should now be available if I search in here. So let's type in Smartrek and hit enter. And there, I have Smartrek Technologies, connect to your Atrax network and create your own dashboard. Click on the connector. And this time select real-time device data. Click on next. And then as before, you're going to have to add your user ID and your API key. So quickly, I'm going to do that. Click on next. Then we're going to choose a device. So I'm going to choose, let's see, Garner Vacuum. Click on next. Whoops. And then I'm going to select a dimension that I want to measure. So it's going to be pressure 1. And then click on Add and Add to Report. So now, for example, I know that on my map, my vacuum sensor is located somewhere here. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to have the measurement value from a few of my key sensors on site shown on the map. So the vacuum here and maybe another pressure sensor here. So to do this, I'm going to add a scorecard. So the scorecard is a type of chart that can display a single number. So it can be the sum of a metric, or in this case, it'll be the current value of the vacuum sensor. So let's go ahead and click on Add a Chart, and I'm going to select Scorecard. And there you go. I have the value of pressure 1 of my sensor named Garner Vacuum. Now, I don't really like the name of my scorecard, so I'm going to change it. Click on Edit here. And I'm going to rename it Garner Vacuum Pressure 1. Done. So I might also want the units. So let's quickly add that too. I know that the measurement is in inches of mercury. Done. So this is great. I can add it here. Let's click on style and maybe add a background so that we can easily see it. Maybe add a border shadow like this. So this is great, but I know that there is an issue if this vacuum sensor reads lower than 22 inches of mercury. So I can also add in some conditional formatting so that the information can be seen directly on the map. So we're going to click on the scorecard and we're going to go into styles again, and we're going to click on add conditional formatting. So in this case, the rule should be values is less than 22. Then let's say we want the background to be yellow. Hit save, and indeed, since the value here is lower than 22, the background of my card here is a yellow. So I'm going to fast forward and add in a few other live values from key sensors in my network to my map. All right, I'm pretty much done now, and my map looks like this. I'm pretty satisfied with the results, so that wraps up this video. In the next lecture, we're going to add a few icons that are going to show us the state of a few float switches.